Painting the Yard Red, written by Mr. Slowking 64. The island of Silver is home to many people, industries, and of course, the Northwestern Railway. Home to the Fat Controller's famous engines. People come from all over the world just to meet them. Most engines are humble about this fact. However, some let their popularity get to their smokebox. James was at the big station, boasting about himself to Edward. It's so hard being famous, having to look my best for all my fans. Wouldn't you agree, Edward? Now, James, if you cared about your job as much as you did your appearance, you'd be the hardest working engine on this railway. I have to look good for all the passengers, you know, Edward. You wouldn't understand that, though, considering you're an old fusspot. People come from all over the world just to see me and my splendid paintwork and gleaming brass. I may be old, but I'm still really useful. Just then, Henry passed by and was crossing over onto James's line. He blew a sharp peep, and before anyone realized what was happening, James started pulling out of the station, thinking it was the guard who had blown the whistle. Anyways, I'll be seeing you later, old iron. Wait, James, your signal's red. Whoa! That was close. Too close. Paying attention to your surroundings is more important than your paintwork, James. It was just a simple mistake that could have put your life and your passengers and crews in danger as well. Oh, whatever, Edward. I've got a train to pull now. Gosh, some engines. James had become conceited. Presently, he pulled into Knapford, the junction for the Farquhar branch, where he met Thomas with the exchange passengers. Good afternoon, James. Painting the yard red, are we? Shut up. I don't have time for your cheekiness right now, Thomas. Oh, I was only joking. What's up? It's that old timer, Edward, telling me to pay attention to my surroundings. That I take too much pride in my paintwork. What would Edward know about being famous? Thomas rolled his eyes and sighed. You know, Edward was the first engine in the Finn clergyman's books. He's the reason we're famous in the first place. He put this island on the map. So, he doesn't have a splendid coat like me. Is that all you really care about? Your paint?
Your colour's nice, James. Pity about your face, though.
Thomas was trying not to laugh. Be quiet. I have a beautiful face. Sorry, James. Guard whistle must be off now. Cheerio. Ha! Typical tank engines. James was soon on his way again, still grumbling to himself. I'm the pride of the line. What do Thomas and Edward know? They soon reached the top station, where Henry was waiting for the goods train on the other railway. People on the platform were taking photos of the engines from all angles. He looked over at James knowingly. What is it this time, James? I'm simply underappreciated. Henry looked at the people, then back at James. You're joking, right? James seethed. Oh, whatever, Henry. Go make yourself useful and crash into a goods train. Before Henry could retort, James stormed out of the station. How rude. He continued down the line, crosser still, ignoring everyone he passed. Hoop hoop, hello, James. He was thinking of what he'd say to Edward with the next match. Meanwhile, Murdoch had broken down with a heavy goods train just beyond the next station. Edward, who was nearby, was comforting him. Murdoch's driver, fireman, and the guard had all gone to the nearest signal box to warn the signalman. They reached the box and informed the signalman about the situation. He pulled the lever, and all the signals were set to danger. However, James was still not being attentive to what he was doing. Stupid Edward, stupid Thomas, stupid trucks, stupid Henry. James, stop! We're past the red signal. What? And before anyone could say anything, it happened. The jam went everywhere. The station, the people, and the engines were all covered in jam. James was in total shock. Then came an all too familiar voice. James, what is the meaning of this? Running through a red signal and ruining everyone's cameras. This isn't the first time this sort of incident has happened, but I expected a bit more attentiveness from you. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to, sir. You'll have to pay for these people's cameras. You have caused confusion and delay. Make sure you learn a valuable lesson from this. Edward will take you back to the shed, just as you are. James laughed. But sir! No buts, James. I hope this will teach you to pay more attention to your surroundings, and not your appearance. Good day, James. The sheds erupted with a chorus of laughter when James was pushed into the shed by Edward. Thomas was the first to speak. Now, when I said you could paint the yard red, I didn't think you'd take it so literally, James. So much for that gleaming brass and shining paintwork, eh, James? James looked down at his buffers, embarrassed. He sighed. Edward, I'm sorry for calling you an old fusspot. I know now it was so silly of me to be so focused on myself instead of my surroundings. Oh well, James, we live and learn. I think we can all agree that you are a very splendid engine. When you're not covered in jam, of course. The engines cheered in agreement, and James left out with a little chuckle. He couldn't be happier to be a fat controller's engine.